Okay, I am here at Spring Hill Cemetery to clean the gravestones of my family members. Back in the day, a long time ago, my great-great-grandfather, George Norton, bought 10 spaces here at Spring Hill. So my great-great-grandparents are buried here, my great-grandparents are buried here, my great-aunt, and my grandparents are all buried here. I'm going to work on one stone from start to finish, and then try to replicate that process, learning from my mistakes and trying to make that more efficient. I'm going to start with my Great Aunt Ruth Yarbrough. She was also a teacher. I'm a high school teacher myself, so I feel that she would be the most forgiving of any mistakes that I make because it's all part of the learning process. These are all marble stones, and from my research on the internet, I found out that there is a lot of bad advice out there. Marble is more porous and softer than other stones like granite, which is why granite is more popular now as a tombstone because it is harder. So these are all marble, so you need to avoid any harsh chemicals that will break down the stone at a faster rate, causing more erosion. So you want to avoid any acids, bleach, ammonia. You want to avoid any power tools to try to strip away the dirt or anything like that. You want to avoid sandblasting. You want to avoid power washing, things like that. You just want to be very careful. Okay, here are the supplies I'm using for today. I'm using some rags, old towels, latex gloves, work gloves, Q-tips, and an old toothbrush. A couple different brushes. This knuckle saver one has very stiff bristles. This one has softer bristles in case I need that softer touch. I've got a small hand shovel, dish soap, and hydrogen peroxide. Alright, what I'm doing first is I'm just simply going to dig around the stone to get the dirt and the grass off of the edges of the stone. Don't worry. Don't worry about a cemetery director getting mad at you because this is all temporary. Mother Nature will try to reclaim the stone through erosion. The dirt will erode back to the stone. The grass will creep back to it. This is all temporary. Okay, I'm almost finished. Just digging out around the sides of the marker here. Interestingly, I've seen some workers drive by in their little trucks and their little equipment, and I did for a few moments think, I wonder if they think I'm trying to dig someone up or maybe bury somebody. So you might have those little thoughts that cross your mind, but rest assured, I am just cleaning some headstones. I've just got my water supply is one of these big water jugs. No, this is not the purified kind. This was empty. I just put water from the hose into it, and I've got a big mixing bowl that I'm pouring the water into, and then I will pour some dish soap into this so that it's nice and diluted. I always wet the stone first, so I'm just going to use water. Now, there's a reason for this. You probably learned some of the properties of water in high school science class. Now, when I read about it online, it sounded familiar. However, I'm not a science teacher. I don't feel confident explaining about it. However, any cleaning solution that you use, the water forms like a barrier and it helps spread out that solution so it's not concentrated in the little spots that you apply. So there's some good properties about water that help the stone and help dilute and spread out cleaning solution, whatever you're using, evenly. I'm going to start with my knuckle saver brush, and I'm going to start with my left side. just start scrubbing. I'm going to try to get the corners too. I'm not going to try to get too far down. I just want to be able to get the corners, right? That's why I dug this. I'm not going to try to keep the sides clean. I just want to make sure I have access to the corners to get those nice and clean, the edges of the stone. I'm going to clean half the stone so you can see the difference that this just simply soapy water will do on marble. Now to rinse. Obviously I'm not going to use my sudsy solution, I'm going to use the water from the water jug. Okay, now for the letters, I'm going to use that old toothbrush. I'm going to simply dip it in my sudsy solution and I'm going to get to scrubbing. This takes a lot of elbow grease. If you have some kids around, it would be good to recruit them. This builds character. It's good stuff. Me, I'm already feeling this right now. Just gonna scrub each letter with my soapy water. And my toothbrush. Be sure to keep this separate from your other toiletries near your sink. So right now everything's covered in suds. I can't tell what difference I'm making, so I'm gonna do a little splash and find out. It looks cleaner. I can tell a slight difference. It's not radical and world-changing, but I can tell a difference in the letters so far. Oh, I can see where it's clean. I can see the black spots of what still may be needing of cleaning. The letters, I'm okay if they're a little dark. I'm okay if they don't come out completely clean. It helps it stand out. On these stones, these letters are not painted, they're not stained or anything like that. They're just the color of the marble. Now some gravestones, that's part of it. They've blackened them, they've stained them in some way or painted them. I had forgotten my Aunt Ruth's birthday. It is October the 27th, so it's coming up soon before Halloween. Okay. Another rinse. Got any nephews, got any nieces, got any kids or grandkids? Put them to work. Put them to work. Good activity, bonding with the family, character building. That's what this is. I love it. Try to get some lettering with the big brush as I go along. Make my work with the toothbrush a little easier. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Hard to gauge your progress when the soap suds are filling up the holes. I have to get your brush in the mud on the edges. Another rinse. So it's important to note that this stone is only just under 20 years old. So this is 2020, so it's like 18 years old. Some of these other stones will be probably more problematic. They were from the 70s and from, oh, there's one from 1936. That's the oldest stone that I see over here. So those might cause a little bit more trouble. We'll see how that goes.